Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of my bill, the Stop Unaffordable Dishwasher Standards Act, which will put the brakes on the Biden administration's relentless assault on efficient, affordable, and reliable appliances for everyday Americans through overbearing regulations. When Congress enacted the Energy Policy and Conservation Act of 1975, the goal was straightforward: encourage a more efficient use of energy that is both practical and cost efficient. But the Biden administration has abused and twisted this law beyond recognition to serve the radical, woke, environmental agenda of the far left. They're not just out of touch. They're making life more expensive for hardworking Americans. In fact, the Biden administration's own analysis of the proposed rule for the new efficiency standards admits that it would take more than 12 years for an American family to see $17 in savings. $17 over 12 years. And that's if their dishwasher lasts that long, which is really doubtful. This is a textbook example of big government overreach. Now, here's the bottom line. Our country is in the midst of a historic affordability crisis. Millions of Americans cannot afford to buy their first home or even save for a rainy day. And what does this Biden administration do? They pile on more regulations, more requirements, and higher standards onto the most basic household appliances. To my friends across the aisle who disparage this legislation here today as trivial and unimportant, I encourage them to go explain to the average American family right now, already crushed by this Biden economy, that their daily struggles with skyrocketing costs don't matter. Go explain to seniors in my district living on fixed incomes why they should shell out thousands more to replace their basic home appliances to satisfy some radical environmentalist pipe dream. Go tell them that you think they should take a back seat to the Green New Deal agenda. Go tell them that you think the Biden administration knows better than what's best for them. Why should Americans who are putting their groceries on credit cards be forced to deal with more out-of-touch, expensive regulations? The hardworking families, seniors, and constituents in my district might not matter to the Biden administration, but they matter to me. And that's why I introduced this legislation. By stripping away consumer choice and imposing draconian new regulations and standards that make absolutely no sense from an affordability and efficiency standpoint, this administration is making life harder for the American people, pure and simple. Mr. Speaker, enough is enough. We cannot tackle this affordability crisis facing our country today if we don't stop the Biden administration's regulatory agenda dead in its tracks. I urge my colleagues to support my bill, H.R. 7700, and I yield back.